Good morning, it's Helen, and today I'm making little prints. I'm having a workshop in the afternoon, and for this workshop I have to make a reference that everybody can see, and I had a very busy, very hectic week, and because of this I couldn't make it before, and today I have to sit and make it anyway. So if it's earthquake or anything else, so I have to finish it. And look, so this is a wire, and so the backbone, arms and legs are made of wire because I want to make it flexible. And this is a neck, and it is made of so this part is made of this wire, and this is over thinner wire, and I make a tie like this. When I make a knot, I have a very solid center, solid core, and it is very good. And I add this to the body. So first step, I made wire skeleton. Then I add some muscles and some flesh with the wool. It is going to be a Little Prince by Antoine Saint-Exupéry, because on the 24th of June it is Exupéry's birthday, and today we have a workshop that is dedicated to Exupéry and his life and his books and his work as a journalist and a pilot. And I'm making a Little Prince. Hello, thanks for watching. For Little Prince I chose very recognizable. I took the base famous picture in green suit with this bright yellow hair, and I will make a fox. I mix these colors. I don't know how much time can it take me to make the prints, but today we have 2-hour workshop in the afternoon, offline, not online but offline, and I'm really worried. I'm worried about this because it's going to be 17 people and it's a bit frightening. So, and anyway, I think that 2 hours it is maximum, because usually we have workshop of 2 hours, not longer. So now look, and now let's start to wrap the body with the green wool. arms and sleeve, and it will be the hand. Yes, this is the hand. Here it's a wire, and I will add more green color. Now I'm working with the needle number 36, and I will finish it to make the surface very smooth with the needle number 38, but it will be later, maybe 1 hour later. So again, I wrap, it looks like this. It is not Little Prince yet. And now legs and feet. I have little of this wool, so I will first I start with this one, and look, so I take the edge of the ribbon and stab here. So it's a kind of a sticking, yeah, so I add this and then I wrap like this. And stab. So it's stepped well here. And then I add some wool here in the bottom. Something strange and weird yet, but so it takes time. And again, I fix wool here. I stab it into the body. And when it is fixed, I start to wrap. So I and oh, ah, it hurts. It's inevitable to stab myself while working, but of course I have to use felting mat, and it's better to make it on a felting mat like this, but I don't like it. I better do like this. So and let's add more wool. So to make this buttercup, yes, so it's very like this. it's going to be Little Prince by Antoine Saint-Exupéry, but it's not recognizable yet. But anyway, so very soon, I promise that very soon it will look like a Little Prince. So hello that you joined. Hello everybody who joined and watch. And I remind that I'm working with a needle number 36. It is a fat one. And I will use needle number 38 and 40 to make the surface very smooth and the toy very neat at the end. At the very end. And now I make shapes. Are you sure that you are ready to give some gifts to complete stranger? I love gifts. You're welcome. So look. Okay, so I have to reduce to lessen this part. And how I do this, I start from the bottom. What's in my forehead? Okay, and look, I stab the bottom and then I stab round to make it more narrow. Like this. You know, I love the sound of felting, how the needle sound in the wool. So this is very relaxing sound. I love this. So, oh, it says like this, just like this. And you know that My Little Prince, it's a bit a bodybuilder, and I have to lessen him to make it thinner, skinnier, and I will working on it. You know, sometimes when you start felting, when you start stabbing wool, it's impossible to believe that it will be something thanks for your gift. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching. You know, sometimes it's difficult to believe that it will be something, that it will be, it's just, you know, that it was a piece of wool. And is it, are you serious that it will be something like this? Yeah. And it takes time, of course. It is a matter of time and patience and you have to stab, you have to work. But anyway, out of an ordinary piece of wool we can get something very special. And sometimes it's a bit desperate when you stab and stab and stab, and you understand that it takes so many stabs ahead to get something. But first, of course, you have vision. Yes, you know exactly that what do you want to make. And then sometimes I make some tricks. So, for example, now it's not perfect. It needs more steps and it demands more work. But I add hair like this, and I realize it's obvious that it will be a little prince. I prove myself that it will be great, nice little prince, and that I do everything right. So first, it is a first layer of hair, and then I add some spikes. Yeah, so some it will be spiky hair, like the picture, the very famous picture. I think that everybody, when we speak about Little Prince, you, in your imagination, in your head, you remember that image. So I rub a bit, and rub again, and stab. One, 2, 3, and it's a bit bold here, but I add some here. And I guess it is recognizable now that who it will be. when I make it on wire, I can move heads, I can move hands, legs. So it's better. And now I want to finish arms. It is very meticulous work here in these small details. And it is the longest part. And now compare this part and this part. This is much more better. You know, it is a seam, yes, it's visible, the border between neck and body, but between neck and chest. But I'm not going to make it seamless because I want to add scarf, and I leave it like this. Yeah, so I won't waste time on this, but to make arms well delicate, it's very important. Because when these parts are so fluffy, it's not durable. When you work it well, so it is more durable, it is it is more beautiful. You know that The Little Prince, it is one of the most touchy and hearty book for me, and one of the most precious. It is my childhood, and it's everything that about dreams, about feelings, about everything from childhood. So I love this book, and today, while we are felting, while we are creating felting, Natalia will read the book, and I'm waiting to this event because I think that it's very nice, you know, that it is very warm feeling when you listen favorite books. when they are read by a very good reader. And today is the day when it will be a very good reader that will read a very good book. So Natalia Krasovska from FLAS University. She's a tutor and curator there, and she's a great reader, one of my favorites. Now it's time to make theater needle. You know that I'll take some needles, and do remember that these needles are not sewing needles. It is a felt special needles. You know, this is a tulip, 3 needles in a set, but it's not for this. It's very good for big items, and it's not convenient to create felting with it, but now I take a thinner needle. So I guess, as I see now, I guess that it will take me an hour to create the whole little prince. Now, let's make a face. Let's start from the nose. I take very little wool for nose. So I want to make his eyes closed. Just no, I don't like it. So how about I make dots? Sometimes we make something and then we can remake if we don't like. I don't like to remake, but anyway, sometimes I have to, and we can make mistakes. We can change our mind, and it's okay. Then eyebrows, very little for eyebrows. You know that eyebrows frame the face, and in my opinion, they depicts that is a boy. I don't know, so that this eyebrows makes it a bit boyish face. Now it is very complicated task to make lips, to make a mouth. And I want to make mouth brown, because red lips, it's a bit, it will be like a toy from a sex shop, so something. But anyway, you can spoil everything with the mouth. I'm sorry. Sorry for coughing. He's a bit bold and cunning. He's not tender, not sincere. It's better. Now I think it's time to make a fox. You know that fox from Little Prince? It is a Moroccan fox with big ears, very, very big ears. And when we start to make animals or anybody, so it's better to start from the head, because it is easier to set proportion when you start from the head. Now I don't know what I'm doing now, so I don't know yet. So I make very big, pointy, long ears. Like this. Like this. So I started like this, and I add some color here. And you know that now I need a break, and I ask you to please watch a video today in the evening where you can see the final result of my little prince and the fox, his friend. Please watch it in the evening, and please don't forget to put your thumbs up and write comments. I need your feedback, and please watch my videos, join my channel, subscribe, and please write what would you like me to create next time. Maybe it is animal or character, and you know that it will take an hour, maybe an hour and a half to finish Little Prince. And please watch today in the video the final result, and let's see maybe tomorrow, and I will show you a simpler version of Little Prince. And that's all for today. So it was my Felton Mat with a White Fang by Jack London. It's a wolf. So thanks for watching.